Hey folks, Brewcephas here. I was gone, but now I'm back, like I never left. Not exactly like I never left. If you look at my old videos, formerly Beer and Life and Death, you'll notice that they all look like they were uploaded July 1st, July 2nd, or whatever the case may be. And in actuality, they were uploaded over a span of like 2 years. So I'll talk about that a little bit, why my channel went away, why I'm coming back, and I need a beer first. Let's do that. Let's do that first. We're gonna do the Lageritaville from Stone Cloud Brewing Company in Oklahoma City. Mexican style lime lager. Figure something nice and light would be good to do today, right off the bat. Out here in the garage where the temp is currently 98 degrees and rising. If you know, you know. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Enjoy, please recycle. 12 fluid ounces, 5% ABV. 5%, better than your, 4.2 Bud Light, I have to assume. You can drink about 1,000 of those on a day like this and not even get a buzz. Lime is right. Lime is alright. The damn lime is right. Zesty and refreshing. Yeah. I see why they call it a lime lager. And I'll leave it at that. No, I won't leave it at that. It's a good beer. Had a nice head on it. But man, is it limey. But not like kind of the sweet lime that you sometimes get. It's probably brewed on lime peels or something. I could look it up, but probably won't. It's probably the lime zest. It's not like you took a lime and squeezed it in the glass. It's almost like chewing on a lime peel, but not in a bad way. Okay. So it's good. It's crisp, refreshing, just like the package says it should be. Zesty and refreshing. So, man, life gets away from you sometime, doesn't it? My wife got pregnant last year, and I quit brewing. Well, at first I didn't quit brewing. At first I thought, you know what, I'll take my channel down. This has become, it's too much. Having to make videos every time I brew. Sometimes you just want to brew a beer and not make a video, not have to worry about all of that. But, okay, so I was like, okay, I'm just going to take my channel down and then I'm just going to keep brewing. Well, it didn't really happen that way. What happened was I took my channel down, deleted all the videos instead of marking them private like an idiot, and brewed a couple more beers. It was great, not having to worry about the camera, anything like that. But then I just kind of quit brewing. We had a baby. I mean, I'm sure that was a lot of it. He's 8 months old now, and I used to be able to walk in this garage. I used to be able to get to my shelves. Well, once I quit brewing, you see what's happened here. We took baby clothes down from the attic. I think that's where it started. Found a lot of other stuff. Said, oh, we're gonna have a garage sale. Garage sale hasn't happened yet. And life's just kind of gotten away, Damn. But now we're back, like we never left. I'm gonna get all this stuff sold, sort it out a little bit, get to where I can access my shelves again. And just like the old Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, they're making beer again. People coming in, people going out. It's gonna be great. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. So that was, you know, kind of the past, why I went away, why you'll see like 15 videos below that were all uploaded in 2 days. I assure you that was not fun. Sitting there just uploading old stuff. The only reason I went back and uploaded a lot of my old stuff is I feel like I've already talked a lot about certain things I'm going to continue to talk about. And instead of having to start over and talk about temp control every video, I already did that. I've already brewed up some kits. I wanted you to see my beginning, the kits and the buckets, you know, and what you can do without temp controllers and stuff like that. So I think there's a lot of good information in there, but it's hangout time. There's a lot of hangout time in the past that I didn't want to lose per se. Still the same old me, you know, just back with a new picture. And I'm going to continue to do the stuff I was doing, but I don't have to rehash a lot of things that I've already done. I want to move forward with a foot in the past, okay? You got your roots, but then you're gonna get your wings too. So, today, what we have here is a beer we need to get rid of. Yes? Oh, hi.
Sorry.
That's how we do it on this channel. We get interrupted by dirty diapers that we keep in the garage when the diaper genie's full.
We love you guys.
And I love you too. We swig beers, we make really, really good beers that some people are probably gonna watch the video and be like, had you used a different process, you probably could have, I don't have a microscope around here to fully imitate. You know, to each his own. I don't want to make fun of people who get super scientific, because that's great. It really is. When I first started brewing, I watched a lot of those guys, and I can be a little cerebral at times, you know, like I gotta have my facts straight. I love knowing the scientific way of doing things, but at a certain point, I decided it's not for me, okay? Now, with some things it is, you know, as you'll find out over time, I am a little about the numbers, but I don't want my channel to be a numbers channel, okay? I just make beer, I drink it, I enjoy it. We do things the easy way around here. And it's funny, some old wise guy said it back in the day. Well, some wise guy. I don't think he was a wise guy. He said, I don't know, something about the more you learn, like, it's hard to be simple, right? At first everything's confusing, but with maturity, maybe with age, maybe some people are more geared toward it, you can adopt a simple mindset and let things be easy. And that's what I really want to do here. It's just let it be easy. We're gonna unbox a new keg I got from Kegland. Never wash and bottle again. Oh, another bottle. Never wash another bottle again, okay? I can't promise you I won't wash another bottle again, but we're gonna have another beer and then we're gonna unbox the Kegland new ball lock corny keg. What do we have here? Sancho Mexican style Goza from Rough Tail Brewing here in OKC also. Who cares about ABV, right? It's a Goza. I haven't had a good Goza in a long time. I also found that when I quit, oh, I didn't wash the glass. See, we do things the easy way around here. I found that when I quit the channel, I also stopped drinking craft beer for the most part. I still drink my favorites, you know, which I'll do in another video. But I mean, life just kind of got Bud Lighty, you know? Whatever's light. Drink a lot of the Big Wave Golden Ale still. After our Hawaii trip a couple years ago, I really love Kona Brewing. Always have, but really, I really keep a lot of the Big Wave Golden Ale around. Really wish I could find their cream ale. Let's try this Sancho Mexican style Goza. That's a Goza ale brewed with mango, ancho chili, and lime. Don't let the chili fool you. Maybe it's in there, but it's not a spicy drink, to be sure. It's good. I don't know what a Mexican style Goza is. Again, I could probably look it up, but I probably won't, at least right now. Maybe later. Let's open this keg. I promised you an unboxing. Let's do it. Cheers, everybody. Well, it's a ball lock keg. Had some air in it. I'll do a kegging video here one of these days. Show you some ins and outs that I've learned throughout my own home brewing journey. The first thing I learned is that when you take these dang things apart to clean them or whatever, you really want to take pictures of how all this goes back together, because then you'll be YouTubing it if you don't, figuring out how to put everything back together. So we don't want to have to do that. It's always fun getting stuff in the mail, especially if it's beer related, hobby related. So I've expanded the channel to include some, you know, some more homesteading stuff. And not, I mean, I do want to have a garden next year and grow some peppers and stuff like that. I have a buddy who wants to grow some hops, and then we'll make beer with some, you know, some homegrown fresh hops. So there will be some true homesteading stuff on the channel. I'm not gonna be self-sufficient by any means. I'm not gonna grow all of my own food and only live off of what I make. Beer-wise, I may get to that point. I probably won't, because I like too many commercial beers too much. Okay. But it won't just be homebrew. I'm gonna do a lot more growing stuff, cooking food, baking bread, stuff like that. Pickling, I love pickling. Oddly enough, Craig's one of my old heroes. I watched his channel from the beginning, and he makes some killer pickled onions. I don't like them as much as my brother, so I'll make my brother a batch every year for his birthday. Beef jerky. I may do my own beef jerky recipe on this channel. It's kind of an old family secret, but I may give it away. I don't know. We'll see. But I got a lot of good stuff planned. But mostly, it's gonna be about brewing great beer the super, super easy way. I remember the first time my buddy and I, Mike Castaneda, Booty Mike C, love you, brother. The first time we brewed up our own batch of beer, it was madness and mayhem in his mom's kitchen. You're looking at the instructions and you're going, oh shoot, I should have already done this. I'm at this point in the instructions. I'll do this, but then I need to be ready for this. The most simple kits can sometimes be kind of difficult if you're not really prepared, if you've never done one before. So it's all about diving in there, getting some experience, which that's why I left some of my old kit brewing videos up, because I really get into how to do your first kit in a way that's better than I did the first time. I want to shout out Brewtubers at this point. Anyone who brews under the Brewtubers name, it's an online brew club, anyone can join. Brewtubers. Okay, there's a lot of good ones out there. I think 24 ounce Tuesdays is my favorite thing that a lot of Brewtubers do. So I'll probably do some 24 ounce Tuesdays. Just drink a pounder, you know. Big old 24 ounce tall boy and just kind of bullshit around, I guess is what it amounts to. But just talking about some other stuff I have planned. I lost a lot of my old content. I didn't save it all on my hard drive, so I just uploaded what I had. I hate that I sort of lost my narrative. You know, you could have watched my first video to my last and you could have seen my growth and where I went and all of that, and I lost all that because I didn't upload the videos in the same order. I uploaded them in a way that made sense. There's not enough of them that I think it really matters. But coming up here, I'll do a yeast starter. We'll do some bottle carbonating for those who haven't ever done it, tips and tricks and such, kegging, keg cleaning and reassembly, which I already talked about. Might make some hooch, maybe with some bread yeast, with a balloon, show you the easy way to do it. How to robo brew? So I use a robo brew system. It has little idiosyncrasies to it. It's a little bit weird if you've never used it before. So I'll do some stuff with that. Probably brine some meat, do some jerky, make some hop samplers. Here's the thing, a lot of people don't realize you can make a pretty good beer with just dry malt extract. Okay, the DME you see in the store, grain sugars. The hop samplers, you just make a simple DME beer, but you use different hops in each of them. And the point is not to have a lot of body, not to have a big beer that's like malty. You just want a simple base. You can think of it as a blank canvas, the DME beer. And then once you add the hops, you know, that's your painting itself. So when you try the 3 different beers, you can really tell the difference between the hops, see which ones you like, see which ones you don't like. I'll probably do one of those pretty soon. I hope you all watch and enjoy my Oktoberfest video. That's probably the most fun I've ever had making and drinking a beer, because it was my first lager. I'd never lagered a beer before. So that was super fun. That's a fun video to go back and watch. And then I know in a lot of parts of the country, especially I think up north, people will order a cheap beer and put a pickle in it. I've never done that. I don't know. I heard about it. So what I want to do, a lot of people are making the pickle gozas now, because that's where you get those sour notes, I guess, is that wild yeast. So I want to drink a pickle beer that somebody made at a brewery, I'm drinking a Goza right now, so you can kind of see the, versus just a cheap Bud Light that you throw a pickle in, and see which one I like more. And I'm a very seasonal person, so it probably depends on the time of year. If I'm doing it in the summer, my suspicion is that I would say the Pickle Goza is a very palatable beer that tastes like a dill pickle, and it's really good. But then the cheap beer with a pickle in it, I can see myself just swigging it in one gulp and being like, that's really freaking good. I see why people drop a pickle in cheap beer. I don't know. That's just my guess. Bloody Mary, I've typically never, I don't really like tomato juice, but some people make some good Bloody Marys. My buddy Foodie Mike C again does a chilada that looks really good, at least in the picture. So I'd like to drink one of those with him and try to enjoy it at least. And yeah, I might malt some barley. I don't know. It looks like a super involved process, but I want to do more of the homesteading stuff. You know, getting away from just making beer and drinking it, making more and drinking it, which is great. But I like my projects in the summertime. I have a lot of hobbies, so I'd like to include more of those on the channel during the summertime. Okay. I think that's pretty much all I've got for now. It's so good to be back. I can't even really express it fully. I just feel like I've gotten my love for home brewing back. I still have a hell of a mess to deal with over here, but that's okay. You can brew beer in the worst circumstances. You can do it in a house, you can do it with a mouse, you can do it on a stove, you can do it in a dungeon. Doesn't matter, okay? And that's the main thing I want to get across with this channel, is you do you do it your way. It's all gonna be good. I mean, I am gonna brew up the Not Dale's Pale Ale because I used the Dale's Pale Ale recipe. It's a clone, and I didn't have the video to upload, so it's not on the channel, which is great because I can do it again for the first time, like I never left. Okay, March 18th of 2021 is the last time I made the Not Dale's Pale Ale. Looks like I was also listening to Tyler Childers and Coulter Wall and Zach Bryan. So there's that. Can't wait to do it again. I think I'm gonna, you know, here's the bitch of it. I had to use, my fridge went out. The power went out. My fridge just went on the fritz. And I had to use the deep freezer that I bought with the temp controller for making beers in. I had to use it for meat. And I've always heard, and now I know for a fact, that once you use a deep freeze or a refrigerator or freezer for meat, it's always gonna kind of smell like meat. And one of my buddies tried to go back. Once you go meat fridge, you never go back. He tried to make a beer in a fridge he had used for meat, and his beer tasted like meat. So my beer freezer is now a meat freezer, and I'm back to bucketing, okay? And I don't care. I'm gonna make a beer. It's gonna be an all grain beer. I'm gonna do the Not Dale's Pale Ale, which has my own secret recipe in it, which I'll show you when I make the beer itself. And I'm just gonna put it in the back bathroom. Might put it in an ice bath to drop the ambient temp a bit, but I'll get into all that later. It's gonna be so good. I can't wait. I can't wait to continue. It's so good to be back. I can't even tell you. Cheers, everybody. Never chugged a Goza before. It's not that I wouldn't. You know what? It's funny. This is my first video in so long that I just want to stay. I don't want to stop. I just want to keep drinking beers here with you. I hope you've got your own beer drinking along. But you know, at some point, I think maybe it's the times when you run out of things to say that you're really at your best. I don't know. We could find out. You want to find out? Let's do it. It's my first video back. Why not just go for it? I came in with an agenda. You know, when you're gone for a long time, you feel like you have to explain yourself, and not necessarily to the people who followed you, but it's like, why does this guy have 15 videos that were uploaded in 2 days? Oh, there's a reason for it, you know? You want to explain it. My goal is that, or my hope is that in 2 years, I don't really have to explain those old videos anymore, and that's why I re-uploaded the content, really. Is because when I have so much new stuff and I'm on a roll again, those old videos, they're still there for like instructional purposes, or like for me to see the old days. And I think that's what it really was. I didn't want to lose the old days, because I did so much of this for like 2 years, and then I just stopped, and it's like I don't want to lose that. I'm gonna change it up a bit, but I gotta stick to my roots. They've grown out there so far, and I want to keep them, you know? So I had to upload a lot of that old stuff. I'm not gonna bore you for a century. So we're just gonna finish this beer, and we're gonna say until next time, because next time's coming soon. And I'm gonna be back with the Not Dale's Pale Ale. I'm gonna show you how I make it. I'm gonna throw it in a bucket, stick it in the back bathroom. But before then, I may do the Chelada with Foodie Mike C at his place. I don't know. A lot of stuff going on these days. Regardless, I'll see you next time. And next time is going to be real soon. Okay? I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining me. Can't wait to drink another beer out here with you. Brew up some beers and just have a great time. Have a good one. Cheers.